He's more of a cheap shot guy, you know, but he tends to do that to a lot of Europeans.
Okay, he's done that. He has.
Okay, guys, you can officially start calling me a Draymond hater. And I know he's probably one of the most hated persons in the NBA and one of the dirtiest players for sure. But it seems like he's been causing problems exclusively to the Europeans recently. Oh, and his own teammates, of course. You've probably all seen it by this point, but in the game against Suns, Draymond made the headlines again, this time by swinging and, as he said, accidentally punching Jusuf Nurkic right in the face.
And I was swinging away to sell the call, made contact with him. As you know, I'm not one to apologize for things I meant to do, but I do apologize to you, sir, because I didn't intend to hit him.
But I just love the phrasing here. I am not one to apologize for things I'm meant to do, but I do apologize because I didn't intend to hit him. What actually not guilty person would phrase it like that? Kind of sounds to be like, oh, I'm so sorry that I got caught. I mean, watching the replays of quite a few times I did it now, I cannot interpret it in any other way than intentional punch in the face. Like if I were to hit someone in a basketball game and I didn't mean to do it, you know, if it was actually accidental, let's say I was going for a rebound or, you know, whatever, selling a foul, whatever Draymond says, the first instinct after that would happen, after the hit, would be to check on the opponent if they're okay, or a teammate, whatever, just to check on them and say, you know, right away, you just say, hey, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to do that, are you okay? That's, I think, what an innocent person would do. Now let's look at what Draymond does. He just stands around for a second, looks at the ref first, doesn't even really look at his opponent, at Nurkic, and then he starts arguing with the ref and walks away. If he did it accidentally, do you think his actions would be like that, or would they be a bit more like what I described just before? And another thing is, after the game, if Draymond is talking to the media, it's obvious that he will say exactly that he did not intend to hit him, that was an accident. It would be dumb to say anything otherwise.
You know, I also don't think I'm an accurate enough puncher to do a full 360 and connect with someone.
And I mean, it's kind of believable because we know that Draymond tends to let his limbs go loose with the momentum, wherever it's taking them.
It's the leg, guys. Watch the leg. Oh.
I guess we could compare this to going to the court after doing a crime, and then the judge says, hey, do you regret your actions and did you intend to, you know, commit this crime? And if you say that you did not intend to and that you do regret your actions, I think the consequences are a bit less than if you did. Draymond understands it and he knows that the NBA decision makers are gonna be listening, so he said what he had to say. That's my take on this. But I mean, what a decision it is to make, because Draymond is already on his third ejection this season. Third. And he only played 15 games because he missed some games. So that means he literally gets ejected every 5th game. And this last one is a literal punch in the face now. So I guess Jordan Poole could tell you how that feels. But what I'm trying to say is that this suspension is probably going to be longer than the one a month ago where he got 5 games. Also, another thing, I don't know if you noticed in Draymond Green's postgame comment, it said that he's now the second most ejected player in the last 25 years, with Rasheed Wallace being the first one with 25. I mean, if anyone could initiate a second Malice at the Palace, that's probably Draymond these days.
Green egging on the crowd.
But all these things aside, I'm just glad that Jusuf Nurkic did not get injured by this dirty play, and he was actually quite chilled out with the media after the game.
What's going on with him, I don't know. Personally, I feel like that brother needed help. And I'm glad he not tried to choke me, but at the same time, it had nothing to do with basketball, man. Like,
that brother needs help. That's just so funny coming from Jusuf Nurkic. Also, I liked how Nurkic poked fun at Draymond by saying that I'm glad that he did not try to choke me. And this gets me to this whole point of the video, I guess, that Now, if we look at the recent incidents of Draymond Green, they all involve Europeans. This infamous headlock now on Rudy Gobert that Jusuf Nurkic was actually referring to. Then, in my opinion, this is the worst one, stomping on Domantas Sabonis' chest and actually pretending that this was accidental in any way. Look at his feet. His left foot is off the ground while he's still putting pressure on his right foot and then jumping off that foot. And now look how high he jumps. Jesus Christ, you can imagine how much power that jump generated. And if you put this much force up, as Draymond, as you can see, he jumps really high, that means that you had to put so much, like the same amount of force down. Like you push down as much as you push up. This was definitely painful and definitely intentional by Draymond. And then there was this altercation with Dennis Schroeder, but here Draymond just really puts the ball in Dennis's face, so I don't think this is a big deal, but still another European. Okay, so Nurkic, Gobert, Sabonis, Schroeder, 4 in a row Europeans. And I know it's probably just Draymond Green's normal behavior. What's normal to him is not normal to the rest of the world. I guess we're just gonna see who's the next victim of Draymond Green. Like I said in the beginning, I'm a Draymond hater now, and tell me in the comments if you feel the same way. Do you think he is specifically targeting these Europeans, or this is just a coincidence? That's just the way he is, which is what I actually think, to be honest. And also don't forget to subscribe, because if you are subscribed before we hit 150,000, you might just get the Giannis Antetokounmpo jersey that we have right there, which I won't show you right now, but you've probably seen it. And yeah, we're gonna pick one random person, send it out. It'll be fun. Make sure to do that.